There's a woman you can't stop thinking about. You've been around her, you've been kind, you've been present. You've tried making her laugh, asking about her day, showing up when she needed something. And still, nothing. She smiles, she's polite, maybe she even enjoys talking to you. But there's no pull, no electricity, no moment where she looks at you like you're the only person in the room. And you've started wondering if something is wrong with you. I'm here to tell you that nothing is wrong with you. But something is wrong with the approach. Today, I am going to break down exactly what it is 7 hidden psychological triggers that actually move a woman's feelings for you, even when she seemed completely indifferent at first. These aren't lines or games. They're real shifts in how you show up. Once you understand them, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. First, you need to understand this. Women don't fall for effort. They fall for energy. Most men pour effort into a woman who isn't responding more attention, more compliments, more availability. But that effort doesn't feel attractive. It feels desperate. It signals that she already has all. The power, that you've decided she's worth more than you. And something in her, something she can't even explain, pulls back when that happens. Attraction doesn't grow from need. It grows from mystery. From the quiet feeling that there's more to you than she's seen. So the first trigger is controlled restraint. Not coldness. Not ignoring her. But learning to hold something back. Don't tell her everything about yourself in the first conversation. Don't respond to every message within seconds. Don't make her the center of your world before she's earned it. When you hold back slightly, you create space, and that space is where curiosity grows. The second trigger is unspoken confidence. Here's the difference between confidence that attracts and confidence that repels. One is performed, one is lived. When a man walks into a room and immediately tries to impress people, women feel it. It's too sharp, too eager. But when a man walks in calm, unhurried, at ease in his own skin, not needing anyone else's reaction, that registers on a level most women can't even put into words. They just feel it. They look twice. They wonder what makes him so settled. Practice being the most grounded person in the room, not the loudest. The third trigger is one almost nobody talks about, letting her wonder where she stands. This sounds uncomfortable. Most men hate ambiguity, but women are different. When a man is too transparent too fast, when he makes his feelings obviously clear before any real connection has been built, the tension disappears. She already knows the ending. There's no story to follow. But when you're warm one moment and focused on other things the next, not manipulative, just genuinely busy with your own life, she fills in the blanks herself. And usually, she fills them in favorably. The brain is drawn to what it hasn't fully figured out yet. The fourth trigger is genuine disinterest in her approval. Not rudeness. Disinterest. There's a massive difference. A man who's rude is trying to be noticed through negativity. A man who genuinely doesn't need her. Approval is simply free. He'll say something she disagrees with and not backpedal. He'll leave a conversation first. He'll decline a plan if it doesn't work for him. He's not performing detachment. He actually has other things going on, other people he enjoys, a life that doesn't pause for her reaction. That man is fascinating to a woman who is used to men rearranging their entire schedule just to stay in her presence. The fifth trigger is presence over pursuit. When you're with her, be fully there. Not on your phone. Not scanning the room. Not waiting for a pause to say the next thing you rehearsed. Actually listening. Actually watching. Catching the small thing she said about her mother 3 weeks ago and asking about it now. Noticing when her energy has shifted before she says a word. Real presence, the kind most men never give, creates a feeling in a woman that's rare and powerful. She feels seen. And feeling seen is more intimate than almost anything else. But here's the key. This presence has to cost you nothing. When you're present without needing anything from it, not tracking whether it's working, not calculating her response, it lands completely differently. The sixth trigger is calm composure under pressure. At some point, she will test you. Not because she's cruel, because it's instinct. She'll cancel last minute. She'll say something dismissive. She'll take hours to reply when she was just talking to you. She'll bring up another man. Not always deliberately, sometimes just to see what you do with it. Most men fail this test immediately. They get anxious, pull away dramatically, ask pointed questions, or overcorrect by being even more available. All of that confirms her suspicion that you're not as secure as you seemed. The man who pauses stays even. He doesn't react loudly. He's not hurt in a way he needs to announce. He might say something straightforward and unbothered, "No problem. Let me know when you're free," and then he genuinely goes back to his life. Not to punish her, just because his life is actually worth going back to. That composure is rare. And rare things are magnetic. The seventh trigger, and this is the one that ties everything else together, is having a direction she can feel. Women are not attracted to men who are waiting. Men who are waiting for her to decide how interested she is before they commit to being interesting. Men whose entire emotional world seems to revolve around whether she texts back. What draws a woman in is a man who is going somewhere, who has a vision for his life, who talks about what he's building, what he's working toward, what he won't compromise on, not to impress her, but because it's real. That sense of direction creates a feeling of momentum. And women want to step into momentum. They want to feel like being with you means being part of something that's moving. Here as the quiet truth underneath all of this, most men are taught that if they just give a woman enough time, enough attention, enough niceness, she'll eventually feel something. But attraction isn't owed. It isn't earned by volume. It's triggered by specific things: presence, restraint, direction, composure, confidence that doesn't need an audience. You don't need to become someone else. You need to stop disappearing into what she might want and start showing up as someone who is genuinely worth wanting. The moment you stop chasing her reaction and start living your own life fully, that's the moment everything shifts. Not because you played it right, but because you finally became the thing that's hard to ignore. Thanks for watching. If this helped, give it a like and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.